Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Some good, some bad, some simply beyond this realm. The tales you are about to hear are the untold stories of those who entered the shadows, perhaps against their own will. These are the Terror Tapes. Terror Tapes, Episode 8, The Hospital Room. Jamie woke to the rhythmic beeping of a heart monitor, the sterile scent of antiseptic, and a doctor peeking over her. "Mrs. Thompson? Are you with us?" His voice echoed in her skull. Her parents and best friend Sam stood around her hospital bed. "You were in a terrible accident. Do you remember anything?" the doctor said. "Wheeler," Jamie muttered, her daze clearing. "It's Miss Wheeler." "My apologies. Thompson's what we have in your chart." Her skin crawled at that name. Her heart rate spiked. The doctor silenced the monitor and stepped out, leaving her with her family. "Jamie, what the hell were you doing on that trail?" her dad snapped, his concern barely masking his anger. "You know you need someone with you. Last time you and Dean barely made it." "Just don't, Dad," Jamie cut in. Her mother's voice softened. "Sweetheart, we know the divorce has been hard, but you don't have to push yourself like this." Jamie looked away. "Dude, we care about you. Even Dean said," Sam's voice cracked. Jamie's pulse surged. "I can't get rid of the man, can I? I wake up from a near-death experience, and all you can talk about is Dean. What am I, reckless? Stupid?" The heart monitor blared again. A nurse entered with a cup of pills, silencing the machine. "Here, Mrs. Thompson. This will help with the pain." Jamie's eyes locked on the nurse. Another reminder. Another fucking nurse. She downed the pills dry and shoved the cup back. "It's Miss Wheeler." The nurse gave a tight smile. "Sorry, Thompson's what's in your chart. I'll try to remember Wheeler. Just lay back and let the meds do their job." Jamie fought the drowsiness, but the drugs won. The last thing she saw was her family, watching her slip away. Jamie woke up racing down a mountain trail on her bike. She jumped, swerved, tore through the path, until something caught her eye. Her mother stood at the trail's edge, holding a sign. "You're gonna die." Yards ahead, her father held another. "Where's Mr. Thompson?" The distraction was enough. She missed a turn. The world flipped. Her body twisted, snapping in all directions. Agony erupted in every limb. Blood clouded her vision as she lay broken, gasping her final breath. Then, snap! She woke. Darkness cloaked the hospital room. Pale moonlight painted the crucifix on the wall. But when Jamie focused, she realized it wasn't Jesus on the cross. It moved. A dark, shifting silhouette clung to the wood, humanoid but inhuman. Slowly it tore free, crawling down the wall like a spider, its yellow eyes locked onto hers. With each movement, it grew. By the time it reached the foot of her bed, it loomed over her, smiling. Jamie's breath hitched. She couldn't run. Her leg was useless. The figure tilted its head.
"It could always be worse,"
it whispered, though its lips never moved. Tears welled in Jamie's eyes as she shook her head.
"I think it could,"
it said again. It glanced at the crucifix, now upside down, then back at her. Before she could react, cold steel clamped around her wrist. An unseen force yanked her arms wide, hoisting her into the air. She struggled. A scream barely left her lips before shh! Iron spikes drove through her hands, pinning her to the back wall. Another spike shot through her feet, the agony unbearable as it tore through her injured leg. The creature stepped back, admiring its work. Jamie's vision blurred, her screams choking in her throat. Then, movement in the doorway. The nurse entered. She didn't react to Jamie's torment. Instead, she approached the creature, placed a hand on its chest, and embraced it warmly. Light from the hallway exposed a familiar face beneath the shadow. Dean, still smiling, just like the devil. Jamie sobbed as the nurse and Dean walked away hand in hand. "Let us know if you need anything, Mrs. Thompson," the nurse cooed over her shoulder. "It's Wheeler! Mrs. Thompson's dead!" Jamie screamed, her tears spilling down her face. The door shut and Jamie jolted awake, her parents' worried faces hovering over her. "Jamie, I'll be honest, you've crossed a line. I mean, look at yourself, you're a mess," her father said, voice flat. Your line and mine are different, she shot back. We just think you're avoiding something, her mother added, gently patting her hand. Jamie turned away. Don't think I don't know betrayal, her mother said. Jamie saw her mother glance at her father, who looked away. You can heal, her mother continued. And when you do, life gets much better. Jamie laughed bitterly. Easy for you. Your husband came crawling back, even if his tail was between his legs. Mine was in too deep to get out of the hole he dug, so he just kept digging, sniffing out whatever whore would give his dick the time of day. Tears spilled from her mother's eyes as she fled the room. Her father sighed, looking down and remorseful, closing the door behind the mother. We just want what's best for you, sweetheart. If this is what you want, who am I to stop you? Relief came over Jamie, then confusion. He wedged a chair under the handle, locking them in. Dad? Jamie's voice cracked. I just hate seeing you like this. A tear fell from his eye. I just want to fix you. It's my job to fix you. He lifted a toolbox onto the bed, rummaging through it before pulling out a hammer. First, we deal with these pins. You don't want these things. They're not structurally sound. These may hold up an old lady's bones, but not yours. Not my daughter's. Jamie trembled. He pinned her down and swung hard against her leg. The pin shot through, pain exploding through her body. Now, real metal. These are steel coated in zinc. Remember when we used these to build your treehouse? What a fun time, he murmured, grabbing the screws. One by one, he drilled them into her bone. Flesh tore, bone cracked. Jamie sobbed, delirious with pain. Your dad's gonna get you back on your feet in no time, he said, inspecting her stitches. Sloppy work. Surgeon must have been a rookie. He pulled out a saw. Jamie tried to fight, but she was weak. The blade met her sutures, and blood sprayed as he carved through her flesh. You're strong, Jamie. Not weak like your mother, he growled. Through the agony, she saw it, standing behind her father. The thing from before, the creature, its yellow eyes, and stretched smile. Wicked smile. Her father's blood-covered face was the last thing she saw before everything went black as he sawed away at her leg. It's okay, baby. I'll have you on your feet in no time, he yelled over her desperate cries. Then Jamie's world cut to black. The hum of hospital machinery filled Jamie's ears as she blinked into the dim light. A man stood outside her door, staring. His hospital gown was a different color than hers and covered in discolored stains. He swayed slightly, but his grin, wide and unnatural, unsettled her most. He didn't move, didn't speak, just watched. Jamie's pulse spiked. A nurse approached. Come along, Mr. Johnson. Nothing to see here. Even as he shuffled away, his eyes stayed locked onto her. Then he started laughing, a low, manic sound that twisted into a scream. Staff rushed past towards the fighting man. A door slammed. And silence. Jamie's nurse entered, carrying pills. Time for med, Mrs. Thompson. Wheeler. It's Wheeler, Jamie muttered. The nurse ignored her. Eat something. She motioned to the untouched tray of soggy food. Jamie shook her head. I don't want the meds. They give me nightmares. Take them yourself, or we'll administer them another way. Jaw clenched, Jamie swallowed the pills, then spat them out as soon as the nurse left. Then she saw it. A figure sitting in the corner. Jamie's breath hitched. Not again. Then she recognized him. Sam? She smiled. I'm real. I'm staying the night with you tonight. The hospital said you've been struggling. Jamie's voice dropped. That nurse, I think she's the one. The one? The one Dean cheated on me with. Sam hesitated. Jamie, that's not her. Jamie's paranoia surged. It is. She's been treating me like shit. And the cross, it was on the wall and now it's gone. Machines beeped wildly. The nurse returned and silenced the machines. Apparently you don't know how to calm down. Looks like we need up the dosage, the nurse said. Jamie's blood ran cold. When the nurse left, she turned to Sam. You have to help me. I need to get out of here. She's trying to poison me. Sam studied her. You really think that? Jamie nodded, fear swallowing her whole. You're all I have, Sam. I can't trust anyone else. You need to help me get out of here. I'll go to a different hospital. You just need to help me get out of this one. I'm not safe. Sam stood. Wait here. Minutes later, she returned in white scrubs that matched the staff she saw earlier run past her room, towards the patient outside of her door, and pushing in a gurney. What are you doing? It's the only way, Sam whispered. If they think you're being moved for a test, no one will question it. Jamie hesitated. Do you have another idea? Sam asked. With Sam's help, she climbed into the gurney, wincing as her injured leg protested. Cold metal pressed against Jamie's back as Sam covered her with the sheet. Then, the hallway. Fluorescent lights flickered overhead. Jamie tried to move her arms to look from under the blanket, only realized her arm was restrained. Panic rose. Sam? Jamie whispered. Shh, we're almost there. Her gut twisted. Where? We're getting you better. The gurney rolled forward. She heard a pair of doors unlatched 3 times before the automated bar pulled them open. Then, she heard her father's voice and mother sobbing in the background. We should have done this from the start. The nurse's cold whisper, It's okay, Mrs. Wheeler. The truth is hard, but we've all got to face it. The sheet ripped away. Jamie wasn't escaping. She was already trapped. Tied down. Surrounded by her parents, Sam, the nurse, all their faces stretched with wide smiles. A syringe with a long needle gleamed. The nurse handed it to something lurking in the shadows that stepped forward. The creature. Its memorable eyes yellow and clawed fingers. The creature stared at Jamie just like it did every time, her eyes locked in its eyes. Then she heard Dean's voice. Till death do us apart, honey. As the creature pushed the needle deep into the center of her chest. No matter how much she fought and screamed, everyone held her down. Then, the monitor flatlined. And that concludes another journey into the dark world of the Terror Tapes. If you enjoyed the terror, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join our growing legion of fear seekers, and together we'll explore the darkest corners of the unknown. Until next time, stay haunted.